All right, here we've got three diagrams, and the question, how many of the three preceding diagrams represent y as a function of x? Essentially, they're getting down to the essentials of what's the definition of a function. And the way I remember it is a function is not ambiguous. In other words, if you give it an input, it gives you only one output. It doesn't say, oh, you gave me 7. Sometimes I'll say 3, sometimes I'll say 2. It doesn't say, oh, 3 and 2 are the answer. No. If you give it a 7, it gives you exactly one answer. There's no more than one answer to any input. So we just have to analyze the graphs here. Is there only one answer to each input? But then you realize, wait, the inputs are the x values, the outputs are the y values. So only one answer means that if I check above the 2, the -2, I get one thing. Yep. And if I check above the -1, I get one thing. Yep. If I check above this, right? This is the vertical line test. This is where the vertical line test comes from. If I plug in a single x value, how many y values do I get out? Well, I have to get exactly one, or, sometimes you plug in an x value and you don't get a y value. That just means that x value is not part of the domain. So, to be technical, everything in the domain gives one answer only. And you can see it here too, right? 2 has one answer, 4 has one answer, 6 has one answer, 8 has one answer. For it to be not a function, the 2 would have to go, oh, you know what? I'm also 10. 2 goes to 5 and 10. No, that's not decisive. That's ambiguous, right? Functions are decisive. They give you one answer to your input. And obviously, I'm leading up to the analysis over here. Yep, all these inputs don't know what to say. Am I 2 or am I -2? Am I 1 or -1? What's going on here? What's my output? Well, I have two answers, right? That's not a function. It's called a relation because you still have inputs and outputs. A relation doesn't have to follow the rules of being a function. A relation can be wishy-washy. A relation can have, one input go to two different outputs. It's a relationship. It's just not a functional one. And that word functional, right? Useful. You got something that gives you one answer one time, another time. It's not very useful. It's not very functional. Functionals have to give you exactly one output anytime you give them an input.